Ramble.
This episode is presented by DoorDash. Use promo code SITWITHUS for 25% off your order of $15 or more. And also thank you to ShipStation for sponsoring this episode. Wait. Hello, everybody.
That was perfect.
Thank you. Welcome back to another episode of You Can Sit With Us. I'm one of your hosts, Becky, and I'm joined by Maggie.
Hello.
Ariel.
Hello.
Our beautiful producers, Rainie and Miles. And today, if you couldn't tell from the theme song that just played for you, we're talking about aliens. We're talking about the unknown. There was an urgent question sent to us by a fan, and it was marked urgent.
Mm-hmm. Capital letters.
Capital letters. So our listeners want to know, where do you stand on aliens?
I absolutely
Silence.
absolutely believe in aliens.
100%.
We are a fleck in the universe.
Yeah.
There is absolutely life outside of this tiny, it seems so big when you travel, but we are so tiny. Mm-hmm. And we are so irrelevant.
When you take into consideration the fact that our existence was kind of a fluke of nature, and it's probably happening on other planets in the universe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Maybe not our universe, but other universes. Like, space is large.
You heard it here first, folks. Space is large.
Wait, why are we a fluke of nature? Speak on that.
Well, just the way that, like...
Rainie doesn't believe in evolution.
Okay. So human life, it is like, okay, I'm gonna need to like get some
play the Big Bang.
I need some sort of
song.
So the way that I understand it, let me start with that, so that you guys know I'm not some sort of science textbook. Yeah. But the way that I understand it is that like human life kind of happened just bloop
With a bang.
Yeah. It like the right amount of heat and cells were all happening at the right time, and some little slime monster comes out of the muck and then turns into us. Like, over years and years and years of evolution, of course. But I mean, energy, heat, all of those things go into creating life. And, we are not the only ones that have energy and heat, which actually are the same thing, energy and heat. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, energy and heat are the same thing. Okay,
Different levels
to
of
our
energy.
listeners.
Maybe, I don't know. Once you said it, I can, I don't know.
To our listeners, a calorie is actually it's a measurement of energy. It's like it's not only food related. It's a kcal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a joule is a measurement of
Ariel, joules are outlawed. How dare you speak their name here? Ariel.
They have stopped production.
I mean,
Wow.
there isn't anything special about our planet that made it so that we are alive. There are other planets out there that could be exactly the same or could be just slightly different, so that the life beings on other planets maybe have horns, or maybe they don't speak a language. Maybe they communicate with their minds. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. Who knows? That's why aliens are such a fun thing to think about. It's because they could be anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, rapid fire. What's the first image that pops in your mind when you think of alien? What do they look like? Go.
Squishmallows.
Squishmallows. They look like little smoosh balls.
Yeah, and they just
they float.
I'm thinking something like magical.
Magic.
Wizards.
Ooh, wizards.
Yeah.
That's the image. Paint the picture for us.
Yeah.
What's the alien in your head look like?
I think kind of a mix between wizards and trolls. you know,
Okay.
the Trolls movie.
Interesting. So you've got like a Lord of the Rings-esque type of like fantasy, fantasy adventure alien.
What color are they?
rainbow.
Rainbow color.
Yeah.
Gosh, Max.
Yeah. Anything goes. I don't know what's out there. I'd like to hope that that's what they look like.
Maggie's imagining like this beautiful unicorn coming down on a rainbow.
Yeah.
Being like,
Let's be friends.
We're here to teach you all that we know.
Yeah.
And Maggie's like, bring it on.
Thank you. What do you think, Ariel? What's the first one? Someone says alien. What's
Oh
the
my
picture?
goodness. I'm going right to Roswell, New Mexico. We're talking beams of light, huge eyes, big old heads, you know, like something
Lisa Frank.
Yeah, like
green.
somewhere between like E.T. and like, you know, the keychains that you get in Roswell, New Mexico, which if you guys have never been there, highly recommend. It's very hot and it is in the middle of nowhere, but they have a museum devoted to extraterrestrial stuff because apparently there were things seen there. Yeah.
I've never been to New Mexico. Always wanted to go.
Oh yeah. Actually, so Ned and I, when we moved to LA, we drove from Chicago. So we drove across the country across half the country with our like, you know, CRV full of our stuff. And we stopped in New Mexico because Ned's obsessed and he really wanted to go to this UFO museum. And it actually is, it was a cool museum. They have like the old, really kind of pixely pictures that some farmer took of, you know, like a UFO in the distance. And who knows what, you know, it was probably in the 50s, I think, that they got these photos, but there's this whole lore around it. And there's a little bit to talking about like this area in Nevada where all of this like extraterrestrial,
Area 51.
yeah, where like extraterrestrial
cover-up,
stuff
baby.
happens. It's really interesting stuff. But I remember I didn't actually get to see the inside of the museum because I took a job interview in the car when Ned was like in the museum, and I got the call for the job interview like as I was walking in, and I was like, I'll be right there, hon. I'll go take this in the car. And so I'm and I didn't want him to know that I was in the car. And so I didn't turn the car on, and I like sweated through my clothes. And so I'm just sitting here sweating, getting massively dehydrated as I'm taking this like hour-long call. So that's all I remember.
Maybe it wasn't the heat. Maybe it was the aliens.
It was probably the aliens.
Maybe it was the
No, you're right.
aliens.
You're definitely right. But one of my very favorite SNL sketches.
Oh, the Ryan Gosling one.
Well, it's just the sketch that
Kate McKinnon.
that Kate McKinnon does about like being
Abducted
like
by an alien.
visited by aliens. A little different for me there, guys. Please tell me you know what I'm talking about. Yes,
Ryan
thank God.
Gosling's in it
Maggie's
too,
like nothing, blank face.
It's a cute one.
It's
It's
very
very
good.
funny. And everyone breaks at some point.
Yeah.
Because it's too funny.
She's so good.
I think the aliens look like they do in Mars Attacks.
What's that?
Which is
I'm not
Looks
saying
like.
Mars Attacks. Like, what's that? Although I don't know what it is, but I'm asking.
I gotta go.
What do they look like?
I gotta go. Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks. The movie Mars Attacks.
Sounds great. I'm gonna.
It's a classic, yeah.
I believe you. Is it old?
I gotta take some time, guys. I gotta take some time. I can't even really explain it to you because it's so absurd. The movie is such a wacky. It's Tim Burton, right? It's like a wacky sci-fi. Just look up Alien from Mars Attacks.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sad.
I'm sorry.
sorry to
I'm
disappoint
sorry we've
you.
disappointed you in this way.
I'm texting Zach and making him make you watch it.
Mars Attack.
Mars Attacks.
This is what they look
Look
like.
at the alien. Miles found
It's
it.
sort of like the inside of a skeleton of a human.
brain.
Oh my gosh, they're
Body.
horrifying.
It's a big old brain.
Big old brain.
Cool.
Mars Attacks.
Brain.
I'm gonna need someone to take over while I process.
Well, let's see. What else can we say about aliens or ghosts? Have you ever seen a ghost?
No.
No, never?
No.
Have you ever thought you saw a ghost? Have you ever felt a small breeze when you're in a room with no windows?
Sure.
That's a ghost, Becky.
You asked if I'd ever seen one. No, I've never seen a ghost.
Have you ever wanted to see a ghost?
I don't know.
Have you ever watched those ghost shows?
I watch the ghost show. I mean, obviously, I watch Watcher.
Obviously.
I call it Not Solved. They have a new name for it.
Have you?
I pitched
Not
that
solved.
to their producer. I was like, could you just call it Not Solved? And Katie said no. Yeah.
Too close.
Yeah. So if you know Watcher, they do a ghost hunting show. Maybe Ghost Files, they call it now. Yeah, Ghost Files.
Okay.
And Ryan and Shane, they hunt ghosts. They go find them. Ryan gets scared by everything. Shane
has no
believes
fear.
in nothing.
No
amazing.
He
fear.
believes in nothing, and he will taunt the shit out of a ghost.
Wait, but do they?
Unhinged.
So they like hunt them, as in they want to catch them, or
No, just find.
They just want to find them and like
Yeah.
talk to them.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been on a ghost tour, or wanted to?
We almost did one in Charleston because it's a spooky town. Has
Yeah.
lots of history. But I haven't been on one. I'm too
Because
scared.
You're too scared.
I'm too scared. I would do one in the daytime. Don't take me at night.
Have you guys ever wanted to like go into an old prison or an old insane asylum or something like that?
No. I don't really understand going to places of pain to like, there's something fucked up happen there. You know what I mean? Unless it's like historically important that you go visit a place like that. I'm like, the haunted houses that are in prisons, I'm like,
It's too real.
do we need that?
It's too real.
Do we need that?
Right. Like you have to have a little bit. I feel like for me at least, like I get a kick out of haunted houses and things like that, you know, like a jump scare or, you know, like, but the really psychological stuff, just, it's too real for me because I absolutely believe in ghosts, you know, like if you go into a place where a lot of people died, like, yeah, you're gonna feel something. And whether it's like activity from another dimension or whether it's just like something in our bodies that is connected to like this otherworldly feeling, I don't know, you know, but it's a feeling that I get. And I'm not gonna like, I need to be able to dissociate that from actual fear, you know, like if I go into a place and it's empty, but I know that there's like ghosts in there, then I'm like, okay, I can deal with this because I feel safe. I don't feel like something is going to happen to me. I don't feel like I'm going to get scared, you know, but so I can like kind of take in the feeling of like, I don't know, other like life that happened there. But if it's a haunted house, then I can separate out the like, okay, these are just people that are being paid to scare me, you know?
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
if you put the two together, like that's the stuff of horror movies.
Yeah.
That's when you're like, people died in here. I'm gonna die now, you know?
Yeah. I think just, let sleeping ghosts lie, you know? I don't believe or not believe, but I don't think we should be like knocking on Annabelle's case, you know? Like those kind of things. Shane did it and I was like, Shane, are you scared? I mean, it's not real, but like just in case it is like 1% real.
Yeah.
Don't do
Maybe
it.
let's not taunt her.
Poor Sarah has to like deal with him coming home. I'd be like, get out.
Being followed by ghosts.
Yeah.
She's like, why did you knock on my case?
I'm
Why would you
guilty
do
by
that?
association.
Like, come on, leave me alone.
I know.
Yeah, I think just like don't mess with it. I
Do
don't
you
want to
think-
mess with it.
Do you think that there are people who like can communicate with ghosts?
I do. I don't know how they do it, but I think like the video the guys did with Tyler the Medium, I was like, holy shit.
What would that be like to just be able to communicate with ghosts that like strangers that maybe like aren't happy all the time?
Mm-hmm.
According
According
it's
to
overwhelming.
yeah, according to Sixth Sense, it would suck.
It would suck.
It would suck.
But there are some nice ghosts. You know, like I feel like he had friends. They weren't all mean.
Yeah, I mean Bruce Willis was his friend. I absolutely hate when I go to the grocery store and I forget one single item for whatever I'm making for dinner that night. It drives me absolutely bananas, and that is why I love DoorDash. I can get all my household essentials and snacks, drinks, whatever I need delivered right to my door. Ordering is so easy. You just open up the DoorDash app, choose what you want from where you want, and your items will be left safely outside your door with the contactless delivery drop-off setting. You can support your neighborhood go-tos or choose from one of your favorite national restaurants like Popeyes, Chipotle, and Cheesecake Factory.
For a limited time, our listeners can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code SITWITHUS. That's 25% off up to a $10 value and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code SITWITHUS. Don't forget, that is code SITWITHUS for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, rules apply. Sometimes it can be so hard to find the time to do the things that you need to do. And when you run a business, time seems even more precious. And ShipStation gives e-commerce sellers like you more time to do what they really love. Unless what you really love is managing every single little detail of order fulfillment, but we really doubt that. ShipStation automates time-intensive shipping processes so you can get back to focusing on bigger things, like developing new products, honing your marketing strategy, or interacting with your customers.
It works with all your storefronts, Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and more. You also get deeply discounted shipping rates normally reserved for Fortune 500 companies. It's time to let go of all of those shipping tasks. ShipStation can do it better and faster. Sign up using promo code SITWITHUS for a free 60-day trial today at ShipStation.com and start saving time with every shipment. That's 2 whole months of shipping made quick and painless, and it's free to try. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in Sit With Us. ShipStation. Make ship happen.
Do you think that ghosts are spirits that are like stuck in the middle? Because that's how I've always thought of it is, you know, like ghosts have something that they need to do. Isn't that like the general?
In movies, yeah.
Yeah. The
Some are just
general
evil.
thought.
Some are just evil in the movies.
That's true.
But they're evil because somebody did something to them and now they have to make up for it. Or they
No,
have to like
some of
get
them
revenge.
are just evil.
Really?
Yeah. Conjuring, evil. Insidious. Insidious.
So there are no good ghosts.
No, sometimes there's good ghosts. Casper.
What's Casper's story?
He went sledding for too long and got hypothermia and died as a child in that house.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually when Casper starts talking about having fun on the sled, you're like, this is cute. And then you're like, oh my God, Casper. Rainie, did you not know that's how Casper died? He just wanted to go sledding for 5 more minutes.
Oh, buddy.
Casper.
Oh my God.
Poor Bubba.
Break my heart.
Yeah.
I just want to go sledding.
He just wanted to go sledding. He was just having a blast.
He died having fun. So sad.
He died doing what he loved.
I wonder what his, unfinished business is.
Sledding.
Sledding. He just wanted to
go
keep sledding.
one more time.
Okay, let's talk about the movie Ghost, for example. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Yes.
You've seen it?
Yes.
Okay. So he is there to tell her that somebody is after her, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's like his purpose.
Yeah, and to help her like see who killed him.
So do you think that most of the ghosts are mad because like somebody killed them and now they're trying to show people how to figure it out?
Certain movies, I think, yeah.
I'm not just talking about movies.
You think about in the real world? I think if there are ghosts, they're just confused.
You think they're confused?
I think they're just confused. It would be confusing.
They're like, why am I here?
Yeah.
They're like, I've already been through this once.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
And that's us thinking that we have any conscious thought after we die.
Right. Who knows?
You know? Who knows? Could just be a state. I mean, that's the great question is what happens after you die?
Yeah. I do think that some people have old souls. You know, like you could just get a sense from somebody that like I don't know. I don't really know how to describe that, like that old soul sense, you know, and it doesn't feel religious to me to like think that it's almost like it's just a feeling that you get.
That they've lived like 1,000 lives.
Yeah.
They're so wise.
They're so wise, or even just their interests are like, I don't know, not of this era. Anywho, aliens, back to Mars attacks.
I don't know if it's been long enough. I don't know if it's been long enough. I do believe in aliens more than I believe in ghosts. I would
Really?
say. Yeah.
Because you think that there's just more chance that aliens exist rather than ghosts?
I don't even think that there's a chance that aliens exist. I think for sure, there is other life. The universe, like Maggie said, the universe is huge.
Yeah.
There are parts of it we've never explored. You only need a couple things to make life.
Yeah.
And that's to make the life that we're aware of. But
Right,
on
right.
other planets with other climates and other atmospheres, who knows?
Right.
We've barely even discovered like what's deep, deep, deep down into the ocean. We're still discovering fish that we haven't even heard of.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I made a mistake on a podcast the other day. I told Rachel that Jupiter was the farthest planet. It's not. It's Neptune.
Whoa.
Oh.
Correction. Jupiter is
bad.
further.
No,
Wow.
Neptune is further. Neptune is further. It's actually
is further
Pluto,
than
but Pluto
Jupiter.
is not a planet anymore.
It's a moon.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's kind
yeah.
of crazy that stuff can happen.
I know.
That they can just. Well, I guess it's not that.
They can take that away from
I
us.
guess it's not that. That's not that weird. I was like, it's kind of like weird that when we were kids, we could be told one thing in school and then it changes. But then you're like, I feel like that's all you learn after you leave school. So that those textbooks were maybe a little inaccurate. More
That's
ways
why you
than
have to
one.
keep buying the next volume. That's true.
Always educate. Always be learning.
Always
Be learning.
You can always change your mind when you have more information.
Yeah. Have you guys ever wanted to go to space?
100%.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Never?
No.
Okay, we're gonna have to get into that. I feel like generally when I say 100%, I think that other people are going to agree with me.
No.
No
Don't
space
wanna
for
go
me.
to space?
Space
No
years?
space for me.
Yeah. I
No.
just think of me leaving and it's like 5 seconds in my mind and it's like 1 billion years down. And all my family's like, where did she go? And then I'm just
They would know where you went.
Yeah,
Because you went to
but
space.
I wouldn't be with them and it would be all this time.
What if you could take all your family with you? Would you go to space?
No.
Yeah. Same.
I like it here. I like my feet.
here.
Same. No space. No space. What would you do
Okay.
if you're in space area?
What
Where'd
if
you
it was?
go?
What if it was like a Wall-E situation where you had to leave?
Wally had to leave.
No, but all the people had to leave.
Oh, I was like, just like Wally had to leave. I was like, you've seen Wally.
I've
Please,
seen Wall-E.
You've seen Wally.
No.
Of course I've seen
Wall-E was
Wall-E.
left to clean up the earth after
Yeah.
everybody else left.
Mars Attacks was 1996. I was 4.
I'm just going to text Zach. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to text Zach. You're getting
Maggie's
tattled
so
on.
like taken by the fact that she hasn't seen it.
You're getting tattled on. Zach's in trouble.
I've seen Wally. Moving on.
Yeah. Well, if you
If we had to leave because we ruined the earth in some way, that we're definitely like currently doing. I don't know. I feel like it would be a zombie situation where I feel like I just like wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it to that point.
you don't think you'd make it?
No, if there was something wrong, like by the time we're like trying to leave, people are going to be turning on each other.
Well, 100%. But you gotta have faith
Very
in yourself.
Midwestern. Someone's easily going to just like be like one less person and like toss me into traffic. And like, and that's
good
the
to
end
know.
of that.
Becky will sacrifice herself for us to eat her. Maggie, how do you feel about that?
I would never eat Becky.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Becky, but
Thank you. I didn't know I was getting eaten. I just thought I was getting reduced.
I'm a fighter, guys.
You're fighting your way onto this ship.
I'm fighting my way onto the
What
ship.
do you
I've
hope
already
to
eaten
find?
Becky.
Errol's eaten me. My right boob has sustained her for months. She's going to the
I've
left.
got my children under my
Yeah.
arms. I'm like, we are getting on this ship.
Wes has my little like calf. It's like, thank you, Aunt Becky.
And Grandpa
He's
Barry.
like, this is so graphic. I can't.
What are you guys doing in space? What are you doing up there? Like, what team are you putting yourself on? Are you going to like dedicate yourself to the research team? Are you the exploration team? Are you
that's a really good
designing the spaceship so that everyone has like a nice nice, comfortable place to live.
We don't know how long we're going to be on that
Don't
ship.
know. Well, you theoretically you would know how long you're going to be on the ship because you would need to know how much fuel you had, how much oxygen,
Fuel,
how much
food.
food was there, so you could ration until it was safe.
Right. Well, I would hope at that point that we had systems on the ship that were creating all of those things, that were creating oxygen and creating food and, like taking our waste and turning it into, I don't know,
Potatoes.
things that are usable.
To
potatoes.
potatoes. To potatoes.
Like
That's what
obviously
you do
we
in
would
the
have, we would have like the ship would be big enough that, okay, so I'm talking about my dream ship, my dream house. So my dream ship would have there would be a garden and not everybody has their own ship. So we're on a big old ship that is like a city, right?
So is it like Xenon, like where it's like a big circle? Like
I'm imagining something very flat. So it's like a big old flat thing. And maybe there
so
are
more like Star Trek.
yeah, and maybe levels, but I wouldn't want a level thing to happen where like the top level is like, the rich people and the bottom level is like the people who are, shoveling coal and stuff.
Unfortunately, it would definitely be a Titanic situation. 100%.
Yeah. Okay, well then let's just imagine it's one level, but there's like a cap on the number of people, right? So there's 100 people.
Okay.
And when a baby is born,
100 people.
is that not enough?
Are there lots of ships leaving Earth?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there are lots of ships.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
yeah,
the
yeah.
ship city has 100 people.
Yes.
Okay.
Ship City has 100 people.
Yeah, what happens when someone's born?
Somebody's got to die.
Ariel. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This seems like the obvious
Someone's
answer,
gotta
right?
go. Whoa. See, this is why I'd let it all end before.
Peggy's like, I can't handle
I
this.
can't handle the
Yeah.
stress
I can't
of
handle
that.
this. I don't know. What do you think would happen when a baby was born? Like, what if there were
I don't
like a
think
bunch
they
of
would
babies?
let people have babies.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it
think
would,
there would be some sort of like mass sterilization.
because it would totally mess up the like ecosystem.
Yeah.
I mean, now we're getting into sort of a like a utopia situation where, the books like. I don't even know all the, like there's all the different books that I feel like I read when I was a teenager. The Giver, and what's the one where everybody's wearing gray?
Isn't that The Giver?
Is it The Giver?
Yeah, there was a
remember.
movie.
Where they give everybody a
Yes.
yeah,
I think
was that
that's
The Giver?
The Giver.
Okay. Where they give everybody a
It's like Divergent, but not.
yeah, kind of. I don't want it to be that. I want it to just be like
So this is best case scenario.
yeah, absolutely.
We're
Absolutely.
talking, you're going to space for funsies. Mm-hmm. It's something everyone can do now.
Yeah.
It's as easy as booking a vacation.
Whoa.
The government's actually paying for it. They're like, have fun. Go to
The
space.
government should be investing in like research to like basically save the whole world. Hopefully technology outpaces.
Yeah.
That's what I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I imagine that the only reason that like large civilizations would be floating around in spaceships is if we were looking for a new planet. Right? Like otherwise why would you go to the trouble to like use all that energy to create oxygen and stuff? I don't know. Are we getting a little beyond
I think we're
here?
getting a little beyond aliens. A little beyond. But Ariel, I promise if there's ever a lottery for tickets to space and I win, you can have mine.
Wow.
You can have mine.
Okay, you all heard it here.
I got the golden ticket.
Yeah. A verbal bond, you can have it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Becky. That means a lot to me.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
And if for some reason I'm a ghost, I'll come back and say hi.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I'll pop in.
Okay.
Hey, what up?
Great. I mean, we will be going at the speed of light. Do you think you can keep up?
Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows how fast ghosts go?
That's true.
Maybe faster than light. And
That's
why you
true.
can't see them. You just hear them. Pew, pew, pew.
Is that what they sound like?
Right? That's a science thing, right?
Is that what ghosts
Sound
sound
travels faster.
Oh yeah, that's why you see lightning before thunder.
like? Which we just recently learned about.
Yeah.
I had to teach the boys. They were like, what is that noise? It sounds like somebody's taking out their garbage cans over and over and over because we don't get weather in LA.
Yeah.
Oh. First thunder.
Lightning.
And lightning. Okay. I want to know a little bit about the ships that you guys would live on.
Girl, I'm not getting on those ships. She's trying to peer pressure me to get on a ship. I'm not getting on a ship. You're taking my ship. I like feet on the ground, you know?
What do you think they were eating in Wall-E?
each other. Ariel, they're eating each other.
Was that like a given?
No.
But because that's what I think too. I think it's like a what's that drink that
Soylent.
yeah, Soylent. I think it's like a Soylent thing.
I just imagine them like little fish, like bottom feeders, eating and like eating garbage.
Yeah.
Matt Pat does a really good film theory on Wall-E.
Really?
It's so fun. Yeah, you should watch it. It's great. It's one of the ones where you like also connects all the other like Pixar movies too.
That's fun.
It's great. It's a good film theory.
I do love that. Have you watched any of the ones about Disney?
No.
How there's all the like crazy sort of sexual things that happen in Disney movies?
No.
Wait, really? Miles, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay.
The penis and
Yeah, the penis. Yeah.
What penis in Aladdin?
There's some hidden
Hidden dicks.
phalluses, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant there were like sexual plot lines that were secretive. No. Oh, yeah. Doesn't like Ariel have one too? Like a
Woody
hidden
hooked
dick?
up with Mr. Potato.
That's what I was like,
Wait, what?
it's like, is there a
Oh,
weird
that's-
I'm just
context?
making it up.
Do you guys know controversial Disney opinion I have?
Go ahead.
I have never seen the last Toy Story movie because I dislike Toy Story 3 so much. I think is Toy Story 3 where they're going to go in the incinerator. I don't like toys accepting death. It upset me.
It was beautiful.
It upset me. They held hands and they said, we're going to die now. And I don't think kids should be seeing that.
Wow.
I don't
I
think
wanted
that's a
to cry,
message for
though.
children
I
that you
wanted
should
to
accept
cry.
your death.
So Becky went on strike
So I went on strike.
and she said, I'm not watching any more Toy Story
Nope.
movies.
Nope. Keith
That's
is very
interesting.
upset. He thinks it's like such a good movie. And I was like, I
It
can't.
is a great
I'll keep that
movie.
in mind when I finally watch that one.
When you watch it, you're
I've
going to be
only
like,
seen the first one.
You're going to be like, this is what Becky was talking about, where toys, literal toys, accept their mortality
Together. They were holding hands.
together.
What
A
else were they
group-
supposed
a
to
Are we
do?
group
talking
mind.
we're talking like Woody, Bo Peep,
Yes.
Are
they
holding hands.
Potato Head.
They realize there's nothing left for them to do, and they say, you know what? We are going to die today. And they hold hands, and they try to meet their maker.
Wow.
don't try. They had no choice.
Well, they get out of it. So, spoiler alert, they get out of it. So they had a choice. There was a way to get out of it.
Gosh. Do toys actually go to the incinerator?
I forget what the premise was, why they were going to the
Yeah.
incinerator. It was something.
Because that's a lot of plastic being burned. That's a lot of icky going into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It is, Ariel.
Besides the fact,
it is.
it's a great movie.
It is. What's your most controversial Disney opinion? Their Disney movie everyone loves, and you're like, it was fine.
Ooh, have you guys seen Raya and the Last Dragon?
Yeah.
It's so cute.
That was a good one.
Like rewatching a lot of these Disney movies or new Disney movies, I'm seeing like plot holes. Like I see the plot holes that other people that, you know, obviously my children don't see. My child, Finn, doesn't watch movies yet, but Wes, you know, he can usually get through like 45 minutes of a movie or something like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, until he sort of loses interest But so we watch them in segments. I think it took us 3 segments to watch Luca. Have you guys seen Luca? That one was really cute. Really, really cute. But yeah, they're just plot holes. You know, I feel like,
Some things aren't realistic.
They are for kids.
well, yeah. But adults make them, right?
Yeah. Adults
Those
watch 'em.
toys wouldn't talk.
Get out of here. You know what I mean.
I get you, Ariel.
Yeah,
I
I
get
You know
got
what
you.
I mean? Where you're like,
Give us a plot hole that's kept you up at night.
oh, they don't keep me up at night. Nothing keeps me up at night. I sleep like a baby.
All right, don't rub it in all of our insomniac faces, Ariel.
I'm sorry. No, I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Okay.
But I'll come back.
Yeah, we'll circle
We'll
back.
circle back.
Yeah, you'll write it down. Do you have any controversial, there's like a Disney movie that everyone loves and you're like, not my fave, or one that you love and no one else does?
I don't know if I want to say this one out loud. There was like plot holes, but it is a kids movie too. And Encanto, I loved Encanto, but I was
know.
like, there were some holes that I was like left at the end. I was like, come on, guys, this is
Wanting
like a
more.
Colombian movie. Like, let's make it perfect. And then
Yeah.
it wasn't. But
What were the plot holes?
there was like some story, like how they attached the story to, as the end. What was the main character's name? How she didn't have powers.
Right.
Yeah.
And how grandma didn't have powers, but she was actually like head of the household, and she was like,
And it, like her power was keeping everybody together.
there was some things at the end, and I was like, I had questions, and I was like, wait, I'm an adult, and if I didn't grasp that, I'm sure that kids are just like, well, they don't think as deeply about it as I do. But I was like, come on.
Could have tied it together.
Yeah.
I think Lin-Manuel Miranda needs to like take a break.
He's done a lot.
Why does he write like he's running out of time?
Why does he write?
Why does he write like he's running out of time?
Like, maybe take a break.
Take a break.
I feel like maybe his brain is working on, you know, like the fastest level. Take a break. Can't take, some people can't take breaks. Some
We don't
people,
talk
their
about
brains-
Bruno.
There's too much in there. There's too much in there. They got to get it out.
That's true.
I do feel like
sure?
Lin-Manuel got Jennifer Lawrenced, where everybody really loved him, and then there was a little too much.
too much.
And then, I still love Jennifer Lawrence, but I just think that culture turned on Lin-Manuel.
Yeah. But
In a big way.
I think it turned on him, but I think Encanto was the turning point.
I loved Encanto.
It was great. Three of the
great.
songs were really good.
I
The
think
other ones
that-
were just
Orgullitas?
talking.
I get that critique.
We're
but
just sing talking.
I just didn't care.
I just didn't.
I just
Bruno
loved it
was too
so
good.
much. I don't know. I don't think I'm very critical. We can cut all of this out because it's not relevant. But I don't think I'm that critical.
I get you.
I think I watch movies with like wide eyes, like a baby, and I'm like,
Yeah.
look at all the moving
Way.
colors.
Oh, Miles, I'm just imagining you like turning into like what was turning red eyeballs for boy bands watching
Yeah.
movies.
Well, it's
little
like
hearts.
it's like they're singing and they have powers. This is great. Anyway,
Madrigal.
yeah, man. My favorite song was the one with the buff sister.
Oh, I love that one. That
gives me chills.
Whoa. I
Gives me
like the
chills.
Orgullitas. It makes me cry.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that has been a very interesting talk about ghosts, aliens, and controversial Pixar movie opinions. Not quite sure how much of our controversial Pixar opinions you've actually heard, but there they were.
They're there.
There they were, what no one asked for. We have a listener write-in that Rainie found for us. That is actually our very own Am I the Asshole?
Ooh.
Somebody's asking us if they're the
Someone
asshole.
is asking us, a fan. Is
We're not
asking
just
us-
giving our 2 cents on somebody else.
No, on a Reddit thread. This is like a mixture of advice and Am I the Asshole?
Wow.
So here we go. We're going to dive right in. The subject. Am I the asshole for cutting off my friend of 4 years without giving her an explanation?
Wow.
So cold turkey.
Whoa.
She says, hi, 19-year-old female and 20-year-old female, let's call her Amy, were good friends about 4 years. We met in high school, specifically sophomore year, and became very close throughout the years and carried out our friendship even after graduation. We worked together, went to parties together, and just overall had a good friendship. But that all changed after we went to see a concert together. Amy and I decided to go see a band we both really enjoy together, and I was so excited. Although we remained friends after graduation, we're both nursing students at different schools, so we didn't really have a lot of free time. Makes sense. So this was a perfect opportunity to spend time together and catch up. But tell me why, not even 30 minutes into the concert, she ditched me for a guy she had just met that night.
Oof.
I mean, sucks, but like
Not
go to
that big.
concert, it's fun.
Yeah, chill. Ariel's chill on the sitch. First hearing.
Yeah, I'm alone. My friend ditches me. Okay. I'm a little peeved.
Little peeved, but
A
not
little
friendship
peeved.
ending yet.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No.
I'd be
Yeah.
peeved, but I'd also be like, go for it, girl.
Yeah, have fun. Get it. A guy approached her and asked her to dance, and I encouraged her to go since it was just the opening band. We were both on the same page that they'd just dance for like 2 songs, and then she'd come back to watch the main band with me. Anyway, the 2 songs pass, then another. Whatever, no big deal. The main band we both wanted to see was about to come out, and Amy comes to me and says, hey, he invited me to watch the show with him and the people he came with. Are you going to be okay here?
Why can't your friend come?
The drama. I was honestly in shock and really annoyed that she was ditching me for the night, especially because it was just the 2 of us. Amy went off with the guy, and I just kind of stood there in shock, thinking, is this really happening right now? Either way, I enjoyed the concert alone, and I did have a good time by myself. I was pretty annoyed that she ditched me, though. So when we left the concert, she asked me to spend the night, but I decided to go home.
I'm glad
So
she
she
still
left.
stayed.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Feeling that like upset about it. I wouldn't have been shocked if she's like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, good for her having a good time. Yeah, I mean, I'd be peeved, but also, she asked, what did she say? Was she probably said like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm confused why she didn't just say, "Can I come with?"
Yeah, I don't know if there was enough
Said it's
standing
a
room.
guy and the friends.
Or like, no, I was really looking forward to doing this with you.
Yeah, or like, ask, my friend's going to come stand with us too.
Yeah. Like,
Okay,
what's the big
why
deal?
there couldn't be why she just had to leave.
Yeah.
Anyway, I explained the entire situation to my boyfriend, who's also a mutual friend of Amy, and he was pretty upset as well. He also thought it was super shitty of her to leave me the whole night, especially because we both went there together. I tried to continue our friendship for about a month after that, since we both have the same friend group, but I just couldn't. I just thought she pulled a really shady move, and I would never do that to someone. Plus, she's never talked to the guy ever again after that night. I think it's important that I don't allow people to walk all over me, since I've had that experience in the past, and this felt like that all over again. So I decided to unfollow her and remove her from a friend on everything.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no.
This is not a silent ghosting. This is a haunting.
Oh no.
Wow.
Okay.
Thoughts, feelings. I mean, there's more. There's more.
This is getting a little
Let's give it a
intense.
go.
Like, did you talk to her about it and tell her that you were frustrated? Like, it sounds like she's just harboring this like disdain for this one night that, and she encouraged her friend to go. She never, she didn't stand up for herself in the moment. And so I'm kind of like, this is not fair. You can't just expect your friend to act differently if you haven't told her how you feel.
Yeah, people don't know what they don't know.
But the people don't know what they don't know. Like, I'm imagining this friend is just sitting here like, why did she just unfollow me? Like,
Yeah.
that's weird.
I feel like she's taking up more mental real estate in
Way
the
more.
person's who was hurt. And she's not getting enough closure. So then she feels like she needs to like unfollow and like do this big thing when you could just talk to the person directly. Like, hey, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
Get it off your chest. So it's not like you're harboring this much resentment over time, because that'll like affect you in different aspects of your life and you'll have no idea. You'll be like more irritable at work for no reason. You'll be irritable around your loved ones for no reason. And it's just because it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much real estate.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, have you guys ever been in this situation? What would you suggest doing instead?
I would just talk to the person.
Yeah, just talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would just be like, I really didn't like that you left me at that concert by myself. But I think I also am the kind of friend that I would have, in that moment, been like, oh, I'm going to come with you.
Yeah.
I'll be like, bitch, you're not leaving me alone at a concert? Are you insane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like with
Are you crazy?
We came together.
What are you talking about? You're going to leave me for some guy. I'll go with you. I'll be your wingman, 100%. But no, I'm not standing at a concert by myself.
I won't be annoying. I'll stand behind you.
Yeah.
Don't leave me.
I was like, at least let me stand like next to where you're going. Like, what?
don't just leave
Don't just abandon
and it's not
me.
like it's not
You
like
don't know
went
this
home
person.
together or
Yeah.
anything, so it's like, why would you spend the whole concert with this person and then come back to me?
Yeah, it's weird. But guys, it goes on.
Oh,
Okay.
The message isn't over.
okay.
Goodness.
This isn't done. So we had the unfollowing, and now Amy noticed and began tweeting and posting shady messages about me,
Subtweeting.
saying it was crazy how a friend of 4 years could just ghost you and not explain why. Our mutual friends also agreed that I should give her an explanation, but I personally feel like her actions from the night at the concert are more than enough. Anyways, am
Okay,
I
I'm
the
going to stop
asshole?
you right there.
It's the end.
This is
It's the
ridiculous.
end. It's the end. Anyways, am I the asshole for cutting her off completely without saying why? P.S. She loves us.
Love you too.
I'm
girl.
so sorry for what about to happen. Please keep listening to us.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
just ghost someone without telling them. Amy has no idea what is going on.
Yeah.
No idea.
I also feel like if all of your friends are also like, hey, I think you should talk to them if they're giving you that advice, that it's one of those things where it's like, if a lot of people outside the situation are looking at it and seeing it slightly different than how you saw it,
Yeah.
then because having your partner, like going home and telling your partner about
Right.
it, I would say there's like a 50-50 chance you're getting some like honest feedback
Right.
depending
And there's
on like your
also,
relationship.
Like, there was like a safety thing, so maybe your partner was feeling like, okay, like that feels a little unsafe to me that you were by yourself,
Yeah.
And so
Obviously, she means something your friend means something to you because you've been friends for 4 years and it struck a chord with you emotionally, right?
Yeah.
So you're hurt. It's not good to make decisions to unfollow people when you're still upset. So I think talking about it, letting the person know how you felt is both helpful for you and helpful for the friend to understand like why you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I think it's gone too far at this point too,
Yeah.
where it's like, well, you wanted the relationship to be over. It sounds like it is. You need to have this conversation just to be like, that you can both move on. But I don't see a world where you're getting back together and being friends again.
No.
Because you're both being a little much. There's a little much happening.
It seems like her expectations of what that night was going to be, or, you know, they had different expectations where, you know, the person writing in wanted this time with her friend where they could talk and be together and share this time Amy was there to have a good time, you know, like, yeah, she did a strange thing and like kind of ditched you for this guy during the concert. But I can't, like, it seems to me like everybody was safe and everybody still had a good time. And then you guys went home together. And so, yeah, it seems like there's just this resentment that is being harbored, that Amy doesn't really understand why.
Sounds like hurt has turned into rage, in my opinion. Whereas like if the person who wrote in had just said to Amy, hey, I was really excited for us to have this fun time together. It really hurt my feelings that you went away with this guy and didn't have a second thought about that. And I think more of this friendship than maybe you do. And so I need a friend break. And we can revisit later and hopefully we'll be able to, you know, be friends again. But I just want to let you know that's why I'm not really going to be returning calls or checking in as much. You know?
A friend break.
Yeah. Instead, I think she was just like upset about something and then started doing passive aggressive things.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing to learn here is to stand up for yourself in the moment. You know, it sounds like she could have said at the concert, I don't want you to do that. I'm excited to be here with you. Like,
yeah. But hindsight's 2020, you know? So it's like hard in the moment when you're like
So shocked.
stunned.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But then, you know, when she went home that night, she should have said like, I'm a little peeved. I don't really want to sleep over because I'm kind of mad at you.
Yeah.
You know? And then have it
honestly,
out.
just saying I'm kind of mad at you in the moment
Yeah.
is actually really good.
Or even just muting on social media. You're like, I need a break of seeing or being reminded that I'm mad at you. If things are going to, if seeing her on social media is still going to upset her.
Yeah. Do you guys hold like feelings like that? Or do you like to just tell the person?
I just like to say it. Unless it's like a super tiny thing, I'll just say it. Because I'm like, I can't live in a passive aggressive world.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I want
Too stressful.
to be that person. But I definitely have like held deep old feelings, you know? And sometimes when I see people, I'll remember those things and I'll be like,
Yeah. Especially my close friends. Like I have to have that conversation. Like there's
Yeah.
like coworkers and stuff where like they like will strike a nerve and I'm like, okay, I have to take a deep breath. It's okay. We're in a work setting.
Yeah.
You can't like pick your battles. You just smile and you nod. But like if it's a very close friend and they mean so much to me, I'm like, okay, we need to talk because I
Yeah.
can't hold this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For your sake and for the friendship's sake, you just have to have it out.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be like a fight. It's just an exchange of feelings.
Yeah. And every argument, I saw a tweet one day that was like, every argument doesn't need to be like a fight.
Right.
Yeah.
People can disagree on things and like talk them out. And at the end of the day, you could still disagree on it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you need to be like yelling or, you know, being mean or things like that. I think to me, it sounds like there was maybe more going on behind the scenes if she's willing to say goodbye to this friendship so quickly. Because I do think you should stand up for yourself and not let people walk all over you. Otherwise, you are inviting that to happen more because it's sort of a pattern. But Yeah, it seems like if you were willing to be like, this seems more like the last straw than the first time something like this has happened with this friend.
Yeah.
So I'd say she's not an asshole, but I think she is mismanaging the situation. And it is going to make her look like an asshole to her friends. I think her friends are seeing it from the outside and not knowing her internal struggle, you know? And so they're just like, you're being a dick.
Yeah. Like, just tell her how you're feeling.
Yeah. And oh God, Amy, stop tweeting. Everyone stop tweeting.
Yeah.
Don't tweet. Don't tweet.
Worse.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Not everything needs to be public.
Yeah.
You're not an asshole, but you maybe could have made some different choices.
Yeah. Sounds like everyone could have made different choices. Yeah. Yep.
Wow, guys. And just like that, we have run out of time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Be sure to, if you guys have any more further questions, you can email us at our podcast email. You can sit with us pod@gmail.com. We love reading your questions and suggestions. Be sure to rate us 5 stars. Be sure to continue washing your hands, being safe, wearing your mask, being kind to your neighbor, and we'll see you next week. Oh,
Bye.
pee after sex.
Oh, we got pee after sex.
Pee after sex.
I forget all our sign-offs. Pee after sex.
So
And
important. Tip your servers.
Tip your servers.
Tip your servers. Cash if you got it, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cold hard quiche. Hola.